Since the time our country went to war with Pakistan, I have been researching intensely on the history of war and the nature of war and how it has shaped the human behavior over a period of time. I have been studying World War One, World War Two, the Kalinga War, the American Civil War, and I have been studying even the itihasas coming from our culture, that is Ramayana and Mahabharata too. By studying all these wars, one conclusion I came about was there is absolutely no substitute to the power and influence of hard power on human behavior. And I watched the recent case study from Think School. He was explaining that how various other nations were trying to create hindrance for us to create our own nuclear arsenal. Because once that technology is developed by us, it's not so easy to influence us using their hard power, right? Because we also have it, we also possess that power, and we also have certain level of influence in the world. And if you take the history of our country, once upon a time we were the most powerful and wealthiest nation. And because we didn't focus too much on developing proper hard power and protecting our civilization, we fell for the external invasions. This is the conclusion I came about. Nothing to take away from people who are working really hard in building the soft power of our nation. But when the push comes to shove, it's the hard power which is going to do all the talking. And sometimes I feel like we, the youth of our nation, we get distracted by the world of glitter and glamour, the entertainment industry, and all these things, and we don't pay too much respect to the people who are actually keeping our country very safe. That is, the people working in armed forces, navy, air force, researchers, who are working very hard to develop these technologies which will eventually make our country very powerful in the direction of hard power, and it is going to help us to thrive within our country. These are just my thoughts and conclusions which I came about by studying the history of war and the recent conflict and the general observations I am making around me and where we as a society we are moving. So if you have any counter opinions, counter perspectives, please feel free to mention in the comments, and it will refine my understanding of the reality too. That's it for today. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye bye. See ya.